I'm James Lovelace, and I'm going to be the new ranger at Camp Koch. And I was born and raised in Kentucky. I just turned 54.
And my name is Kristen Lovelace. I was born in Evansville, raised mostly in Petersburg, Indiana.
I went to the University of Kentucky and got a bachelor's degree in economics. And then after I moved to Evansville, I went to the University of Evansville and got a master's in public service administration. I've been in Evansville for about 30 years, longer than anywhere else I've lived. And for the past 15 or so, we've lived on the far west side. Most recently, I worked at Old National Bank in their information technology area, and then before that, Ascension Health, also in IT. So I've really spent my entire career in computers, IT.
We have two daughters, Elise and Grace.
And we've been married for 25 years this year. And so I got involved with the Girl Scouts about 12 or 13 years ago. Grace was a brownie, and so we spent a lot of time selling cookies and doing cookie booths. And I remember we printed out Google Maps of our entire subdivision so we could make sure and visit every house. And then I think it was about that same time that I got invited to join the board. And so I've been on the board for about 12 or 13 years, like I said, and mostly as a director at large. Currently, I'm serving as the treasurer. I've also spent quite a bit of time at camp, especially recently working with Frank and even Dan. They've been training me a lot. Kristen and I have spent some time volunteering up there. And we even went to a couple of different camp sessions this year just to sort of visit and see what's going on there and how that works. I think my parents and grandparents inspired me to want to be the camp ranger. I've always said I think if I had it to do all over again, I would probably wind up working for Indiana DNR, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. I just like doing anything outdoors, whether that's work or play or whatever. But we do have camp names already as well. When we were up at camp this summer, I think it was the Explore the Outdoors camp, and we were just kind of hanging out, talking to some of the volunteers about me being the next ranger. They asked me if I already knew what I wanted to be called, and I did. I want to be called Ranger James. And I think immediately, I don't even remember who said it, they just kind of blurted out, "Oh, the Ranger and Yogi," kind of like the cartoon. Mm-hmm. And so just immediately that sort of stuck. So I guess we're Ranger James and Yogi. Even though there's just a lot I look forward to, certainly, about being the next ranger, I think probably what I look forward to the most is just being able to be a part of a young person's story. I want to help ensure that Camp Koch is just always a safe place where there's no judgment. We're all different, and camp needs to be a place where it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter where you come from. It's just a place where you can gain self-confidence and take that back with you into the real world. It should just be about encouragement and support. And, I just want to be a part of that story.